Hello everybody, I am Patches and this is Prison Architect Challenge. So we're going to start off here. So for this challenge, aside from needing to clear all of these trees, I am going to build the starts of a prison where Orksy will have to escape from. And as he escapes, I get to remodify my prison and he tries to escape again. So obviously for this there's a few rules for what I have to follow. So I have 2 to 3 hours that I'm allowed to build / modify my prison each time, and then Orksy gets to try and escape my prison. This is obviously going to be a little one-sided to start with, as the guards aren't particularly smart in this game and they will just not notice very obvious things like the random prisoner walking up and down the fence line, who is meant to be off at work or meant to be heading towards the showers. So it's gonna be a little one-sided to start off with as I start building just the very basics, but hopefully we will start to get a bit more of a challenge set up for him as we go. So I've set this to large for the location because I want to build as many walls out as I can later on. And I've also got the better clock mod on, which allows me to speed up a few more by a little bit more than was previously available in the game itself. So we're going to start designing the very basics of our prison, which I'm just going to build a little funnel where everyone enters to make it a bit harder for anyone to get out when they're not meant to. You know what? There's going to be a 3-way process through this, and they're just going to have to walk through it every single time. Because I want to make it as funneled as possible for anyone to get in or out. So at the moment all I'm doing is just setting a base structure of what the size of my prison is going to be, and an entranceway for supplies and an out route for supplies, with as much constrainment to where people can walk and go as possible, because I don't want anyone getting in or out. I don't want to make this easy for Orksy. That would defeat the purpose of a challenge if it were easy. So I'm going to start speeding up, and I'm going to just demolish as many of these trees as possible because that'll give us a little bit of extra cash so we can build as good a prison as we can possibly build for now. Already reached insufficient funds. So I'm going to set all of these trees to be demolished, and then I'm going to come back. Okay, so we're back. I haven't got rid of all the trees yet, obviously. That's just going to take forever because I've got to click them all individually. But we have got a few new additions. I've added a power and water supply. We've got a few offices for our staff when we start hiring them some more, and a little bit of a design out of where things are going to be. So I'm going to have a reception down near the gate here, which everyone will have to go through to be able to get into the prison. A holding cell next to it. I'm also going to have visitation later on added so that they have to go through reception to get through, and then go through these double gates before the road gates, just to try and cut out any easy access through the gates and the fences, so that you have to dig out if you're going to get out through the fences realistically, or it be as challenging as possible. So because this is a challenge, an escape challenge, and I don't want to make it too easy for anyone to be able to get in and out, I'm not going to give Orksy a lot of prisoner friends to conspire with. So I'm going to build 5 cells for the moment, and they're each going to have their own little solitaries, so if they do anything wrong, they've each got a place to go in the cold, because I do have temperature and weather active on this at the moment. So we're going to probably start building reception first. Make sure everyone has to go through here before they can get anywhere else. Now, I like to build the toilet right in front of the door because the only way in this game they can dig a tunnel for whatever reason is through the toilet. So if the toilet's right in view of the doorway, hopefully any guards patrolling might notice anyone trying to dig out. So we've only got 5 guys, so we only need 5 shower heads and 5 drains. Now, just in case anyone gets any smart ideas, I'm also going to set a drain there. I don't want the showers to be demolished too easily. Now, I may have put the hot water in the dumbest place possible because that's not going to reach. So, really what I'm going to have to do is move one of these down here somewhere. But luckily we have lots of room, so let's just add that in and we'll be good. Okay, what is wrong with the reception? Why are you not completing? Okay, if I do that, then I should be able to dismantle that gate for storage. But this room should be complete, and it's not showing up as such, that's not good. What dirty offices. Ironically, the cleanest one is the one with someone in it. Okay, so what's going on? I need power. Oh, the hot water seems to be working. No? Why is the hot water not working? It's got water going into it. You don't need power, do you? Do you need power? Yes. Okay, that answers why it's not working. Power. Okay. Once that's all built, that will solve the power, and then we'll be able to see whether or not the hot water is going to work. There we go, hot water is working. Cool, that's good. What's wrong with these? Yes, so I've got a kitchen, but I don't have a canteen built yet. So let's highlight here. Okay, I'm going to go off and dismantle some more trees to increase my income, and then I'll be back again. Okay, we're back. So the reception for some reason has decided to keep the texture of a building still being built. I don't know why it's done this, it's just been weird, but so long as it's going to work, I'll just go along with it, I guess. So I've done some more tree chopping down, and I've done one grant, and in the process of doing another grant we have our accountant who decided she didn't like the office. I assigned her and assigned herself a different one. So we've got a little bit more cash to start building some more stuff again. So let's start with a holding cell. It probably doesn't really need to be as big as I initially designed it, so I'm just going to make it that big. And let's build some solitary cells, because Orksy's going to be trying to get out. He's also going to be spending some time in there, along with the rest of our prisoners that we get. Oops, I need to put a radiator in here so that it's a bit warmer. Give them some incentive to not want to be out in the solitary cells, which I'm going to leave cold and unwelcoming. And then we'll start work on our canteen over here. Why do they keep buying food? I even unlabeled it as a kitchen so they wouldn't buy food. Okay, so that's all getting built. I'm just going to keep assigning trees to be demolished so we keep getting a good income flow from that as well. Plus eventually I'm going to want to build out here, and it's a pain in the ass clicking them all individually, so I'll keep going and it'll get done bit by bit. Right, so we need hot water to the radiator, which can literally just go like that and like that. But this does also mean we're going to need radiators in here. Ooh. Why are you not a wall? I'm confused. Why are you not a wall? Oh, because the wall's there. Okay then, so heated there and heated there. So this is going to be our laundry, because to keep the prisoners happy and less inclined to help Orksy cause trouble, we need to give them clean clothes. Okay, so we have one very large and dull holding cell where all our lovely prisoners are going to go. We have reception. Oh, why? Why? I don't want to demolish objects, I want to demolish the whole thing effectively, because it's not working. Okay, what if I demolish the inside? Why have you built like this? Sometimes the game just has a fit, and then you have to go through and fix it. It's not going to affect that at all, is it? Right, let's just remove all the planned outlines there, so they don't keep messing with us. Right, so if I ask you to build walls where I just had you demolish them from, will you build them and realize this is a horrible location? No, that doesn't look to have fixed it. Oh, what's wrong with this location? Turn off. Everything's in there, so what's your problem? Okay, the only thing I know to do with this is to basically just dismantle everything in there so I don't lose it. And demolish the whole thing over again and rebuild. So we'll let them pull everything apart, and then let's just try to bulldoze all of that. Okay, will this work this time? Come on, flip over. Okay, don't know why it didn't work before, but we've got it now. We just need to barricade that back off, and then we got to move everything back in. So we had tables. we also had an office desk, which can sit here. I don't know if it matters. Yeah, the computer's not going to face the other way anyway, so it can't make much of a difference. And we need the chair that was with it. Okay, then we should be able to label that back as reception again. There we go. Not so hard. What's your problem? Oh yes, I'm working on that. Chill pill. Okay. Alright, so at this point I don't need this many workers, so let's go to staff. Sorry guys, but money income is more important when you're just wandering around doing nothing at this point in time. So I've closed the intake. I only want low risk people for the moment, just because this is going to be an escape challenge, and hopefully if that does go over to the escape mode, then the other prisoners may not be as considerate of trying to cause trouble. In theory. I don't know if this works. I haven't actually played the escape mode before, so we're just going to give that a bit of a go. Alright, so let's get our next building set up. We'll start with the canteen. We only got 5 people, we don't need that big a canteen. I might put a normal door on here for now, and then hopefully in time I will get a metal detector to make sure that no one can go in there without being scanned for any knives or cutlery that everyone tries to run away with, as I'm sure they will try to do. Small cells, death row. I want you because I want to get to the guard towers. Ooh, I do have security already, that's good. Alright, so I'm gonna build a office. Let's build it nearby, I guess. So you're marked as yard. We can have an office down here, I guess. Okay, so that is going to be security. There we are, there's security. Chair, desk, filing cabinet. Easy enough. Did it say what type of desk? Office desk. Okay, office desk. There. You fit perfectly in there. Just add a chair to that. And we need a filing cabinet. You can sit right there. Okay, so we've got security set up, watching everything. And they demolished the wall over here. Why do you do that? And let's see what's wrong with this security camera. I'm guessing that no one's sitting there. Yes? Really? Okay then, fine, I'll build more. Or not. Okay. Really? They need power going right up to them? They don't. Okay, I'm gonna work on my funds and then I will be back again. Okay, so we're starting to get a bit more done now. So, they only need one washing machine, there's only 5 of them. So I've got some prisoners coming just to get some more income. I have gotten rid of all the trees now that we'll get rid of. We've got security set up with CCT. Why aren't you operating that? We've got cameras pretty much everywhere. We finally got the holding cell to behave. Getting a laundry set up. I'm gonna have people working there, we'll have people work in the kitchen. I can actually fire one of the cooks now because I don't need 2 cooks for 5 people. So, goodbye resting cook. Okay, so we've only got 5 prisoners anyway, so they're not going to be doing much more than that. So the problem is that people can get away with some equipment from there we don't want them to. So let's set up a metal detector on the inside of the door, and we'll set up a guard there to watch the inside of the door. Where else do I need to make sure guards are always? I might set someone to... Don't really need that at the moment. What we need, oh, it's built, is to set up our puppy dogs, because we need some sniffing dogs to make sure that no one is, there we are, dog cage, that no one is trying to run away with anything, any drugs or anything that might help anyone escape. So what else we got? Janitors. I suppose that will decrease stress. I just don't want to take the income down too much at the moment. And then next will be armed guard. Alright, so what we need to do is assign some doggies to patrol. So I'm going to assign one through here in the hopes that if anyone tries to get out of there, they'll take notice. It's always good to have one going through the yard. So I have one go through the yard down here. Actually, at this point, why don't we just join them up? And we'll have 2 of them walking at all times, so that gives an extra one to rest so that they don't all tire at the same time. Okay, so what's that power doing? Not too bad. Alright, so power doesn't quite reach yet. Ooh, and it's snowing white Christmas for these guys. So, temperature wise, we seem to be doing good. The officers in their offices are going to be a bit cold, and we're going to have to heat this up a little bit once we have the funds for it. But until then, we're not doing too bad at this point. At this point, there's only weapons access there and there. They can't get anything anywhere else at this point, which is good. Except over here, so I might need to put a metal detector down here. Actually, what door have I got there? Security door. There should always be guards in there. So I think I'm just gonna have to again wait for income to come in. Unfortunately, that's a bit of a thing with this, is just waiting for income to come so that you can build more stuff. Alright, so we've got income coming in quite slowly at the moment because we've run out of trees to chop down. There's only this one and this one, which for some reason they just don't want to dismantle. So income's a bit slow, so I'm going to leave it here for now. I'll let the income build up off screen and we'll see how Orksy goes at bare bones of our prison. So I'll see you guys in the next one, and until then, have fun!